Hello and welcome to the fourth video looking at market failure. This time we're going to start on 4185, and this is really the other side of the coin. The last video looked at the production externalities rather caused by production. This time we're going to look at what happens on the consumption side. So we can see here, this is from the textbook, this particular picture and this diagram rather, and we can see the same things again here. We can see the private benefits incurred by the individual consuming this particular unit, whatever it is, meets the private costs at point A. So the free market would mean that Q1 is produced and P1 is charged. Now we can see that marginal private costs are the same as the marginal social costs, so we can assume that curve is our social cost. Well, that's one half of what we're looking for, but we also want to know what the social benefits are, because where those two meet, we'd be able to achieve allocative efficiency. Well, we do have a separate social benefits curve this time here, and that means point B is the true equilibrium, and that's the equilibrium that should be achieved if the resources were to be allocated in the most efficient manner. And if point B were the equilibrium point, then we can see that Q2 would be produced. So let's have a look at what's going on here. I'll go to the next video in a moment as well. There's a couple other things to say, and that is that the MSB and MPB curve have pivoted away. Okay, so they're not parallel. The textbook has it pivoted away. The mark scheme does not mind if you do not have it pivoting away. You can draw it parallel as Welker does, and as we've been doing for a long time. But it's pivoting away because it's suggesting here that the marginal social benefit is increasing with each unit that is consumed by the individual. Okay, so it's growing at a slightly faster rate. And then if we look at the other side of the coin on demerit goods here, we can see marginal social benefit again is pivoted away from the private benefits. But of course, at this point, the marginal social benefit is decreasing with each unit that is being consumed, because these are demerit goods. So again, that's why they pivot. But it's up to you whether you do that. I've never drawn them pivoting myself, and never taught them pivoting. But it's totally down to you. What I would like you to do really is to have a little look at the next video here. These are the positive externalities of consumption, so merit goods. And again, Welker takes it in a lovely set of steps, good diagram, very good marginal analysis. I advise that you write that down. Good examples. And again, he talks constantly about the relationship between social benefits and private benefits. And that's the sort of analysis chain that you need to be producing. He also ventures into solutions, which is a slightly different area. However, why not? Here we have a subsidy on the production side, which is quite interesting, in order to get us nearer to the perfect allocation, or the socially optimal allocation. And he talks about the government using provision as well. On the demerit good side here, we can see that goods here are typically overconsumed, and the classic example is, of course, tobacco or smoking or alcohol or something like that. And we can see that there are externalities produced where the private transaction takes place, and the equilibrium point there is at A. And actually there are externalities due to that consumption. So the social benefit is a lot less than the private benefit at that equilibrium point. And again, we have this triangle of here, this dead weight loss. Okay, and that's probably the level of analysis you didn't previously do at AS. There's some solutions here that you could try and consider. We're looking at taxing, perhaps. Excuse me. But I would again urge you to go straight to the videos, Welker's videos here. And again, look at the diagrams, know the examples, know the analysis chain that he goes with. And he also says about 2 ways to select a price, which you might have noticed on these diagrams here. So I'll let you watch that, and you can figure out where that comes from. But video 2 is also good, still on negative externalities of consumption, but here he runs through a range of solutions. And I need to add here that taxation, regulation and subsidy you have probably already done, and they are on the A-level spec. However, information is not on the A-level spec. It has always been on the old A-level spec that we used to teach, but is not on this. And this is simply where consumers are more informed about the about the damaging effects of their consumption of a demerit good. You can imagine what would happen then to the to the private benefit curve if they were more informed. So it is a valid solution to have on board. And I must admit, in the latest exam, in the private exam, there was a mention of information as a means of resolving this. So again, perhaps a little bit naughty by the exam board, or maybe we should just think, you know what, we're aware it's out there. Let's be aware that it is a potential solution, even if it is not on the spec. Okay, that's going to end my fifth video here. I really want less of me and more of Welker, so please do watch his videos again. There's probably about another 16 to 18 minutes between those two videos, but they're extremely good.